To go to the United States.
Yes. Sir, as you know that Nepal does not offer aviation courses and pilot training programs.
So you're going into aviation.
Yes, I'm going for aviation, professional pilot training.
That's very unusual. What made you want to get into aviation?
Okay, sir. Ever since I was a child, I've been fascinated by aviation and the idea of flying a plane. When I was a child, I used to look up at the sky watching planes flying overhead
Hmm.
and wondering what it would be like to be there among the clouds.
Hmm.
And when I grew older, my passion only intensified, and I realized that becoming a pilot was the career path I wanted to pursue. I'm drawn to the excitement and the challenges of being a pilot, as well as the opportunity to travel and see the different parts of the world. Additionally, I'm also aware about the high demand for the qualified pilots and
Hmm.
potential for the financial stability and the job security that comes with this profession. And overall, I believe that becoming a pilot is the perfect way for me to combine my passion with my career aspirations.
Well, you know that there are very high standards for being a pilot. Do you think you can meet all those standards? For example, have you ever had a problem with drinking?
I have done my medical test recently, and I have completed it, and it was the first class, and I have no any problems with it, and my academics are good, and everything is perfect. I think I'm born for flying.
What? So you got interested in flying when you were little,
Yes,
small, as a child?
because yeah, I already told you my house is in Saraypur, and every day a lot of paraglidings are on my overhead, and I used to think I would like to fly in the sky, and I thought that flying a paragliding is better than flying a plane,
Mhm.
and I saw planes and ultralights flying there, and I thought that from my childhood I thought that I'll be a pilot, and I studied hard and got the best GPA, and I took science faculty, and with physics and mathematics, the main subjects in it, and I got it.
But you realize this is going to be very expensive. How are you going to pay for this?
Okay, my dad owns his private high school, and my mom teaches there, and they make around 150,000 US dollars per year. I think that is enough for me to study pilot in the United States.
Hmm. Now, if you could get work, what kind of work would you want to get
In Nepal or the United States?
in the United States?
I'm not doing any type of job in the United States because I'm there to study. I'm not to work.
Um, you do you think you could earn more money if you stayed in the United States to work?
Yes, I can earn more money if I stay in the United States, but I don't want money. I just want to contribute my nation for being a successful pilot and provide them and contribute them a safe and efficient in the industry.
Mhm. What made you interested in the aviation school in Florida?
I have researched about the aviation schools, and I asked to the aviation professionals, and I see the blogs and videos, everything, and I found that Florida is the best fit for me because of the weather condition there is excellent, and students can do their training year round and complete their training in a timely and efficient manner.
Mhm. Okay. Um, is there any other cities that you've applied to, or any other training schools, aviation schools you've applied for?
While other aviation schools provide aviation programs, what I haven't applied to them because I found that Women Aviation Academy is the best fit for me.
It's there are countries that offer aviation schools that are much cheaper. Is that not interested you?
Yes, there are other countries like Philippines, South Africa, Australia, Canada who provide aviation courses a little bit cheaper than United States. But United States is known for its rigorous academic standards and is also home for the world's top aviation schools. So I think if I study in the United States, I'll get the world's best degree and can be a successful pilot.
Okay. So your father is, you say, is a owns a school.
Yes, he's an education entrepreneur.
Mhm. So you know a little bit about business.
Yes, I know a lot.
Uh-huh. Do you have any relatives living in the United States?
Yes, I have my sister living in the United
Oh,
States.
do you? Is she married?
No, she is not married. She is studying nursing in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
She's also a student.
Okay. Um, so do you have any plans for post graduation, like go to some other school after you get aviation degree?
After I get the aviation degree, I'll be returning back to Nepal and working for a commercial airline, and I'll not be doing anything else.
Do you think you can get a job in a commercial airlines here in this part of
Yeah,
the world?
yes, we can get a job in the commercial airline because there are a lot of vacant posts. There are planes, but there are no pilots, and the pilots who are already in the plane have to exchange. They have to keep that plane and change to another plane and fly it.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of vacant posts.
Uh-huh. A
So I
lot of
think
possibilities, huh?
yes, there are a lot of possibilities. The only thing is when I return to Nepal, I first need to complete my examination, which will be organized by the Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal. If I get passed in that examination, then I'll get a job.
Now, have you completed all of your documentation that you need for
Yes,
getting your
yes,
visa?
I have completed all the documents.
Okay. Um, if if you got opportunities to do something in America besides returning, how would you feel about that? What?
Okay, that might be the best choice for others, but I'm planning to complete my study in the United States and returning to Nepal. I'm not staying there. I'll go for a visit later, but I'm not staying there. I just want to return to Nepal because the weather here, the surrounding and everything, uh, I think that is made for me. I think the Nepali sky is made for me. I think I'll be the Nepali pilot to fly in the Nepali sky.
Okay. Well, do you have anything to comment on that? Sounds like you're doing good. Yeah. Um, again, I would say slow down just a little bit.
Okay.
Pronunciate maybe just a little bit more clearly because sometimes you're saying a little bit fast and you need maybe just a little bit more time. Um,
You have trouble understanding me when I speak fast.
yeah, my ears are a little makes it a little hard for me to understand. But I thought you did a good job. Your answers were good.
Your confidence is good.
Uh-huh. You're very good.
You're persuasive.
Yeah. Um, I don't know why I can't think of any weakness besides
No, I
maybe
can't.
just again just slow down just a little bit.
Slow down and improve my pronunciation.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you might make a why is it so important for you to work in Nepal? You might say, well, I'm very close to my family. I want to stay close to my family.
in my
That might be.
country,
I love my country. I want to do something for my country. That might be a good answer.
one very, very good sentence was that you said, I thought, that might be the best choice for others, but for me, I must
Yeah.
return to my country. I love my country. I love my family.
That'll
I want
help
to
you.
help
That would
people.
be helpful. Yes.
That was a very good sentence. That
Now,
might be the choice for others, but for me,
now,
good.
now, one other suggestion I would make is if when you are interviewed, he says something you don't understand at all, or you find offensive, uh, what makes you think you're smart enough to be a pilot? How will you handle that?
If I don't hear him well,
Well, like if you yeah, okay, let's say you don't understand what he's saying. How would you would respond to that?
I'll say, Mr. Bharat, can you repeat the question again?
Yes.
Will that be fine?
Yeah. could you reword that? I'm not quite understanding what you're wanting. Or could you repeat that? Let me think about that just a second. That would be all right too. Let me think about that just for a second. Let me ask you, could you repeat that and so I can get my answer for it's something because it's to not be able to answer right away is not a bad thing. But if you know how to handle that moment, let me think about that just a second. That would be good.
So, uh, if I give this type of interviews in the United States Embassy,
Uh-huh.
can I get a visa?
Yes.
Yes.
What was the question?
Okay. What if you were there in the US Embassy, Kathmandu, and I was giving interview and I was giving the same interview, will you accept me or grant me the visa?
Oh, you've got the visa.
Really?
Yes.
Then
Congratulations.
I just heard you make one mistake on the pronunciation of
okay.
embassy.
Embassy.
Put the emphasis on the embassy,
Embassy.
not embassy, but embassy.
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 We can say ambassador, but we say embassy.
Okay. Embassy. Okay.
Embassy. Yeah.
He's had lots of experience talking to Americans
Yeah.
before.
His vocabulary is good.
Oh, yes, and your sentence
Yeah.
structure is good.
So just in the pronunciation, you maybe listen to real American English as much as possible and mimic the sounds you hear. Try to say the American sounds to make it a little bit easier to for them to understand.
But I didn't have any difficulty. Sometimes I have to stop and think, what? Yeah, okay, that's what he meant. But
Yeah.
in the context of the sentences you were using, if you mispronounced a word, I still understood it because of the context. So I didn't think about correcting you at the time. I think you'll do fine. I think you'll get an ambassador right away. Ambassador, visa right away.
Yeah. Anything you can say about how you have a good relationship with your family here? You would want that's what one reason you would want to return, or your love for your country. I want to do something for my country.
They
That
need
I want.
pilots, right?
I want to. I want to be an example to other Nepalese that they can get an American visa and go to America and study, and that then they can come back and help their country. Something like that will be good, I
They're gonna do fine. I'd like
think.
to
Okay.
hear from you afterwards.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever rejected someone while practicing the interview?
Have I ever done what interview?
If you like, you have rejected that you don't get a visa while
Oh.
practicing interview.
Of course, we don't really know about how to interview. We're just practicing.
Yes.
So I
It,
have.
it depends on who you get.
Yes.
You may get someone easy, you may get someone hard.
I don't know how
So
many people are there.
may do a little praying beforehand.
The fact you have many things going for you. You know exactly what you want to do. You know how to explain to them what you want to do. You know why you want to go to Florida. You know that you're coming back. Those are all things I know that they're going to be looking for. And they're gonna wonder, oh, he has a relative there. I wonder if they're both planning to stay. They're gonna wonder about that.
Yes. I
If
was about to ask the same question.
Yeah.
What if the interviewer asks me, or the visa officer asks me, how your parents are going to afford the fees of both your sister and you? What will be the answer?
If they make enough money, they make 150,000 a year. There won't be a problem.
There won't be a
how many children are in your? How many siblings do you have? One, just
I
one.
have my one younger brother and I have a sister living in the
That's
United
just where I only have two. Well, yeah, you could say, well, there's only three children in the family. My sister's taken care of. My younger brother's still too young to be a big problem. So my family can focus on taking care of me.
Okay, I can even say that they have a proper funding.
Yes.
They have a very proper
Yeah.
funding, and they are quite conscious about my studies.
Yes.
Conscientious?
Conscientious.
Conscientious.
About my study.
Uh-huh.
So
Money's not a problem.
Money is
Because
not a
money's not a
Yeah,
problem.
money's not a problem with my father. If you should be rejected, you might consider getting a tourist visa, going to your sisters, and just listening, practicing your English there for a couple months, then come back and try again.
Oh, I don't think you'll be rejected.
But I say, if you
I
should,
also don't have yet.
but if you should, don't give up. Go get a little more training. Come back and take it again.
I think
Yes, I'll try again and again, but I'll get a visa to study in the United
somewhere,
States.
one way or another.
Somewhere.
Good for you. Good for you. Did your sister get the first time?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
The,
not
uh,
gonna-
But it's to be able to speak good English, you have to hear good English.
Yes.
So if you have a problem, go and listen, speak. Try. Okay, let me practice your English in the English atmosphere, then come back and take it. I think you'll do all right because your vocabulary is good. You have a
Yes.
good vocabulary, but it just the pronunciation is just a little bit of a problem.
I just wrote all the possible questions.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at the question and I look at the mirror and answer myself.
Good, good for you. You're doing what, I can see what you're doing so
Yeah.
well. Is that
Yeah.
me?
No, it's here.
Skill Center? Virginia speaking, how may I?
The famous.
Yes. All right.
All right.
I don't know if Craig's going to interview you or